Good morning, students. In the last class, we learnt about body organization and nutrition. In this part of living and non-living things, we will study about respiration, that is the third characteristics of living things, movement and stimulus, response to stimulus. Okay, so let's start. Respiration and breathing. What is respiration? Respiration is a process. It is a very important process. It is a process through which energy is released from the food in the presence of oxygen. And during this process, carbon dioxide is released. Means here energy is releasing and carbon dioxide is releasing. And what is consuming? We are consuming oxygen. Written in the presence of oxygen. We take oxygen, we break food and release carbon dioxide. The oxygen required for the process of respiration is obtained from the process of breathing, and carbon dioxide is released. Both breathing and respiration occur simultaneously in our body. What is breathing? Breathing means it is related to our nose. We take oxygen and by inhaling, and we exhale carbon dioxide. This is called breathing. After taking oxygen, it goes up to our lungs. From lungs, it goes to heart. And from heart, it goes to each and every cell of our body. It reaches to every cell. Then, at the same time, we eat, we take food by the process of digestion. And that food also comes in the blood and comes to heart. And from heart, this food and this oxygen, they reaches each and every cell of our body. After reaching there, this oxygen breaks the food and get energy. Food is breakdown with the help of oxygen, and it releases carbon dioxide and lots of energy. That's why we feel energetic after eating food, and this energy is utilized whatever we want. We want to run, want to read, want to do anything. That energy is consumed, and after some hours this energy is again consumed, and we need, and then what happens? We again feels hungry to get some energy more. Okay, you understood? So you understood what is difference between breathing and respiration. During breathing, the air rich in oxygen is inhaled through the nose. Already told. This air reaches the lungs, from where it is mixed in blood and transported to the site of respiration. And what is the site of respiration? Each and every cell. In fact, there is a place, an organelle, that's name is mitochondria inside the cell. There occurs, means all the reactions occurs in mitochondria. You don't need to know, but I'm telling you. The food is burned down or break down with the help of oxygen to release energy and carbon dioxide. Okay, energy is released and carbon dioxide is released. The carbon dioxide is carried to lungs. Again, same method, it comes back to lungs. Just like oxygen went to each and every cell, from each and every cell, carbon dioxide is carried and through blood, through heart, through lungs, it comes to lungs, and from lungs, we exhale carbon dioxide through our nose. The carbon dioxide is carried to the lungs through blood, and this carbon dioxide is exhaled through our nose. Okay? Most of the animals and humans breathe through their nose. This is normal method. Fish and some other aquatic animals. Aquatic animals, they live under the water. So they don't breathe, they don't have nose, they don't breathe through nose. They have gills. So they breathe through the gills. Frog has two methods, two organs. Frog breathe through their lungs and through their moist skin also. Insects such as butterfly, cockroach breathe through their holes. There are some holes in their body and that are called spiracles. They breathe through that holes or pipe, what you can say. They are called spiracles, and through them they breathe. Plants breathe through the small holes present on the leaves called stomata. It is present inside the lower part of the leaf. There are too many tiny stomata. They are just like opening and closing system, and oxygen and carbon dioxide and transpiration of water, all these things occur through stomata. During the process of photosynthesis, plants take carbon dioxide and release oxygen through the stomata. And during respiration, plants take oxygen and release carbon dioxide through their stomata. In between, carbon dioxide, which plant releases in respiration, is again consumed in photosynthesis. And the oxygen released in photosynthesis, they are more than respiration. So they are released in the atmosphere, in the air, and we get this oxygen for our breathing. Hope you understood. Now, here is some picture. First picture is of lungs. I will show you again. This is gills. Second picture, gills. Third is spiracles, and fourth stomata. Movement and response to a stimulus. A stimulus means feeling. Fourth point is movement and response to a stimulus. Animals sense the changes in the environment with the help of the sense organ. We have eyes, ears, skin, nose, and tongue. 5 sense organs to catch the changes, catch the sense. Anything that trigger a reaction in organism is called a stimulus. And the reaction of the organism to the stimulus is called response. First, anything pinches you, that is a stimulus. And the reaction, you just puts back your hand, that is response. Different organisms react stimulus differently. Naturally, some are plants, some are animal. Leaves of Mimosa pudica. There is a plant named Mimosa pudica. We also call them touch me not, or in Hindi it is called chui mui. These plant droop when touched. जैसे ही आप छुओगे वो बंद हो जाता है. The flowers of the sunflower plant changes their position to face the sun. Flowers of the sunflower plant changes their position to face the sun. We often withdraw our hand immediately when we touch a hot or sharp object. These are all examples. Here is an activity, simple activity. Potted plant, you take healthy potted plant and place it near the window. After some time, you will see that all of the plant are just moving towards sun. You will observe the plant grows in the direction of the sunlight. What is the conclusion? Plants also show movement. The property of plants to grow towards the sunlight is called phototropism. This property, movement towards sunlight, is called phototropism. Similarly, root always grows towards the direction of earth or towards gravitation. This property of plant is also called geotropism. This is just opposite of phototropism. Here you can see our respiratory system, exchange of gases. See, 2 lungs, windpipe, nose, exchange of gases, oxygen and carbon dioxide takes place in our lungs. This is fish and their gills. Gaseous exchange in fish takes place through gills. And this is plants respond to light, phototropism. Look at this picture. All the leaves are moving towards the window from where sunlight is coming. This is a dandelion flower which opens in daytime and closes when gets darker. When comes night, it closes their petals. Dandelion. And just opposite there is a moonflower. It closes their petals in daytime and opens in the night. We call them Raat Ki Rani, moonflower or Raat Ki Rani. This is Mimosa pudica. Plant responds to touch. When we touch, it just droops, बंद हो जाता है. Living things move, movement. Sunflower moves towards sunlight. Sunflower plant, when sunlight comes from right side, it comes to right side. When it comes left side, it moves towards left. This is a stimulus, simple stimulus. Sensitive, anything sensitive, we closes our eyes. Living things respond to a stimulus. Movement in an animal. Okay, that's all for today. Any problem, ask me. Thank you.